So survival analysis in the first part. In the first part, today we have to discuss survival analysis, introduction, then sensor data. So sensor data, after that, how many methods are used to analyze the survival data. Survival data means lifetime data or follow-up data. Matlab, when we are talking about survival analysis, it means it is very, very clear. We are going to analyze the data in which follow-up is included. Follow-up is available. Without follow-up of the data, survival analysis is not possible. So it means this topic is used for such data in which follow-up is available. And first method that I have to discuss, that is the live table analysis. And tomorrow I will discuss Kaplan and Cox proportional hazard model, that is another name is Cox regression model. So basically in survival analysis, live table, Kaplan and Cox, there are three statistical methods that are used to analyze the data. So first part, in the first part means today I have to discuss live table analysis, and tomorrow I will discuss, tomorrow we will discuss Cox proportional hazard model and Kaplan-Meier method. Come on the survival analysis. This is the introductory part, and see here survival analysis generally defined a set of methods. Matlab there are, I told you there are three methods: live table, Kaplan and Cox. So it is a set of method for analyzing longitudinal data. Longitudinal word used for long period of the time. So longitudinal, longer period time, and best word of the this is follow-up. Means if we are longer period of the time, means we follow the patient when we cohort like study like cohort study. So when we follow the patient, so that is called longitudinal data, where the outcome variable is the time until the occurrence of an event of interest happening. Means we follow the patient up to a particular event is happening. Matlab pre-decide, we decide a event, a condition that we consider as a event, like we start the follow-up to the patient up to the their event. Event may be death, or event may be recurrence of the disease. Anything might be possible. So it is a statistical method, technique or method which deals with analyze of the time duration to until event happen. So it means we analyze the time duration, after end of that duration any particular event is happening. Usually in biological data, death is called event. So usually not always, because recurrence of the disease is also event, injury of the patient is also, and any machine part fail, or any suppose we are using mobile. So after how many months or year we are expecting that this mobile will not work properly. So this duration is also can be analyzed by using survival analysis method. It means this method is used for, this method is also very popular in so life insurance companies, where companies are interested to know after how what is the survival time of the patient of the usually survival time of the patient, like a particular, if any person is applying for the insurance but that person have particular disease, so company can calculate the survival time of such type of patient. See how after usually what are the duration for which this type of patient usually survive. So it accommodate data from randomized clinical trial or cohort study design. So randomized clinical trial we will discuss in the next topic, in next classes, after 2-3 classes in clinical trials. So in the randomized clinical trial, what we are doing, we will have usually we have 2 or more groups. Each group we are using different treatment techniques or methods, and later we analyze the outcome of the patient. So randomized clinical trial or cohort study design. Cohort study design means like in a one group we are taking a particular risk factor present group, another risk factor absent group, and we follow the such type of person in longer period of the time to find out the and we look the development of the disease or particular death, means any type particular outcome. So it means this type of analysis usually mostly are used in the randomized clinical trial or cohort study design. I already told you that for this method we need follow-up. So follow-up is only possible in such type of study, because cross-sectional study where we take the snapshot of the data. So in cross-sectional study, it is not possible to use survival analysis. So why snapshot of the data? We use regression analysis. So this is the difference of the survival analysis with the regression analysis, is that in the regression analysis we take a snapshot of the data, whereas in the survival analysis we take the subject and follow up also. So this is the major difference between regression and survival analysis, where in the regression we take snapshot or one time data, where in the survival analysis we take the data that have follow-up is present. Now survival analysis event. Now in the survival analysis, here I am talking a word of event. So event, because in the survival analysis usually we calculate event-free survival time, recurrence-free survival time. So event-free मतलब after a particular treatment, then how many months or year this patient will survive without experiencing the death. मतलब death हुई तो it means survival end. So it means after how many months or year this patient will achieve the end event, means that is death. So it means कि here our death is our event of interest. So it is called death-free survival or event-free survival. So event-free, so usually death-free survival is not good word. So why we usually called event-free survival time, where event is our death. Similarly, after the particular treatment, we are interested to know after how many months or year this patient will develop the recurrence. So it means we start to follow up since treatment up to the recurrence time, up to the experiencing the recurrence of the disease. So this duration and particular our event will be a recurrence of the disease. So it means event is that is the our condition that present or absent after a particular duration. So event may include death, injury, onset of illness. Like we start the patient, normal patient, and after then we are looking after how many months or year this patient develop this particular disease. Like a diabetic person, we start the follow-up, and after 10 years some person develop kidney disease, someone develop after 12 years, someone immediately after 2, 3, 4 months they started to development of the kidney disease. So it means ki we start the follow-up to looking the particular event or condition. Recovery from illness means after the treatment, we start the treatment, and we calculate the time after that this person will recover with a particular disease or illness. Transition above or below of the clinical threshold. Like presently patient hemoglobin is less, मतलब less than normal range, and we start the treatment, and after how many weeks or day or month we are expecting that patient will achieve the normal range. So this type of things we covered under survival analysis. So for survival analysis, follow-up data and corresponding event of interest must be available. यहाँ पे word यूज हुआ है corresponding event of interest must be available. So it means in the survival analysis, very important point is data should have follow-up data as well as our event should be noted according to follow-up. मतलब according to follow-up. Like in the survival analysis, only we know patient died or survived, patient smoker, non-smoker, patient was alcoholic, not alcoholic, was diabetic, non-diabetic, was age was this, age was like this. But here in the survival analysis, we start the follow patient, and after the we note down the duration. After that duration, patient is developing this particular condition. So like this here, we note down the our event according to follow-up. So we note down the follow-up and corresponding event of interest. Probability of survival of the subject is varying between 0 to 1. It is varying between 0 to 1. We know that survival, probability of survival is varying between, it is a 0 to 1. मतलब 1 is the almost certain, मतलब almost certain event, and 0 is almost no event. So this is the very rough word when we are using for the probability. So 0 means no event, no chances of event, and 1 is mean this is the certain event. Although in the statistics or any things in the probability word, nothing is certain. This is the chances only. So probability of survival of the subject is varying between 0 to 1. Survival analysis is different with regression analysis, as follow-up required for farmer. Farmer means survival analysis. Whereas for later mean regression analysis, snapshot data of the study subjects are used. So when we have data, suppose we have a data, we have to decide whether we have to use survival analysis method or regression. So we decide first hand, we look the follow-up. If patient follow-up is not available, it means we immediately we start to think about survival analysis, and our focus is to regression analysis method. Then we start to think which regression method will be used to analyze this data. Regression method are parametric, non-parametric, which will be used. Then we start to think. But first hand, when someone is coming with data, first I ask whether there is a follow-up. If yes, then we also look to possibility of the survival analysis in the data. If there is our objective in the study and our follow-up is appropriate, recorded in the appropriate way, and our event is recorded according proportional to follow-up. If these things are available, then we also think to apply the survival analysis method for the statistical analysis. These are the some examples of the survival analysis data, like time until tumor recurrence. मतलब after the treatment, we start the follow-up up to the recurrence of the cancer or tumor. Means tumor may be benign or malignant. So time until tumor recurrence. So this is the we start the follow-up up to tumor recurrence. Time until cardiovascular death after some treatment intervention. Mean after the time until cardiovascular death. Suppose after the surgical heart surgery, we start the patient up to the their patient death. So usually we follow, our interest is to know after the particular surgery or intervention, how many months or year this usually patients are survived. Time until it's developed in HIV patient. So you know very well that HIV, once person are infected by HIV, immediately not developing the AIDS. There is some time. So it means we we record the, we start the follow up of the patient, and we look after how many months or year patient will develop AIDS. Time until a machine parts fail. Like example, we brought suppose we I brought a car, and I want to know after how many month or year I can successfully use this car without any accident, or without like any this car battery will be work perfectly, uh, how many months or years since purchasing it. So this type of things we can cover in the survival analysis. Now I have to go to concept time to event or survival analysis, because at the time of analysis there is a very much confusion in the data. So to why, so here these two three slides will be helpful to actual understanding the survival analysis data for us. In medical studies, the variable of direct interest is the length of time before some event occurred. So in medical study, this event may be failure of a treatment or death. For this reason, the analysis of such data is called survival analysis or lifetime data analysis. So usually we think if event happen, but the lifetime end of the that particular subject for any that event. So okay, so this event may be survival analysis, another name is lifetime data analysis. So I have taken an example here. I have taken an example. My objective to discuss the how to record the follow up and corresponding event of interest by taking an example of five thyroid cancer patient. So see here, suppose span of 5 thyroid cancer patients are presented in this example. That example is given in next slide. So lifespan of 5 thyroid cancer patients are presented. In this example, five thyroid cancer patients were started to be followed since their date of diagnosis. Since their date of diagnosis as a thyroid cancer patient, we start to follow up these patients up to their death event or end of the study, whichever were earlier. So usually in the academic research, mostly in the academic research or any other research also, there is a particular time duration, because for the thesis or research paper we can't wait 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. So usually our study period is 1 year or 2 years. So first we have to decide the study period. Then during the study period, any patient according to eligible criteria, if patient is fulfill the inclusion criteria and eligible to include in the study, patient can be included any time throughout the study period in the survival analysis. So here five thyroid cancer patients were started to be followed since their date of diagnosis up to their death or end of the study, which were earlier. Suppose in this example, study period is 4 years. So see, during the 4 years, 5 thyroid cancer patients were diagnosed. So this is the hypothetical example, because 5 thyroid cancer patients are diagnosed every day, almost 5 to 3 at least. So this is the example, because this is the example of the limitation of the PowerPoint. Here we can't present more than 5 patients. That will be difficult to present here. So why I have taken an example of 5 thyroid cancer patients, but these 5 thyroid cancer patients were diagnosed during these 4 years of the study duration. Now see, this is the 4 patient. First patient follow up is 36 months. Up first you have to see second this part. See here, this is the 1st January 2016, and this is the 31st December 2020. So there is a duration is 4 years, and this duration 4 years. See, first patient was come in the first month of the year, January month. First patient come in the January month and was in the study up to January 2019. It means this patient is, it means 16 to 19, 3 years. So here 36 months is written. And death, event of interest, see here, event matlab it is a death. Here death is reported, so event is death. Event of interest was death. Yes, we achieved the event. Now see second patient. This is the patient come in the suppose March and April month of the 2016, and patient was up to February March 2018. So this duration is 25 months. And ultimately death, it is a death symbol. So it means ultimately here, see, sorry, survival time, see second patient 25 months, and this patient also died. So this is the C symbol of the event. So this patient also died to 25 month event death. Now come on the third patient. Third patient also come in the 5 2016, and patient was follow up to this period. Patient was, we started to follow patient from this point to, but here what happens, see, here patient loss of the follow. After this point of time, we could not trace the patient. It might be possible patient changed the hospital, our patient shifted to any other city, anything might be possible. Our patient died due to unrelated cause event. Here this was patient were cancer patient but died due to car accident, anything happened. So that is the, it means this is not a event. Agar car accident with death hui, that is not part of the medical point of view. This is not a cancer death. So it means that will not consider the event. Okay. So here 24 month loss of follow up, it means it will be considered censored. So in the, there is a two outcome, either event or censored. Here death is our event. So other than event is called censored. So it means a patient either achieving the event, if not achieving the event, it means they will be considered censored. So censored word is common word. Censored word is common word for the loss of follow-up, death due to unrelated cause, or patient was survived at the time of study end. Study end, but patient was still survived. It means that patient not achieved the event. So it means that patient will also consider as a censored. So any other thing of the event other than event, all are considered censored. So now see this patient 33 month, but here death occurred. So here 33 month death, and this patient 34 month, 34 month here, and see the 34 month, see here study end, but what happened? Patient follow up study end, but patient was survived there. So what happened? This is the 34 month, but patient was still survived. This is the, so here see here so this is the 34 month. This is the 34 month, and patient is censored. So this is also censored. This is also censored. So this is the 5 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So actually there are 6 patients. Okay. So this is the 6 patient data. Okay. So 6 patient. This is the 34 month and patient censored. Then fifth patient and sixth patient 48 month. See, patient came here and was up to end of the study. So almost this patient was, see here, come in the starting and was up to end of the study. This is the C 48 month and was there. It means all 48 month that patient was in our study, but ultimately at the end of the study, patient was survived. So see, all these six patients, we need to record their actual follow-up and event of interest, whether event are censored. So very important point. Ultimately in our study, we are not interested to know patient how many, when patient entered in the study or when patient leave the study. This is not overall our interest. Our interest is actually how many month or year patient was in the study. So that is, it means duration is very important for us. The duration and corresponding event of interest should be recorded. So this type of in the follow-up data be record. So see here, this is the survival analysis data, and in the regression analysis this time is not mandatory for us, but in the survival analysis we record this event, and this event is proportional to the follow-up. This event is recorded proportional to the follow-up. So this is the survival analysis. Okay, and now come on there are some common terms that we are using in our study that we need to know. First is event. Already I discussed. First we have to define. In our study we have to define the event, whether death is our event of interest. It means if death is, so it means our survival analysis called OS, usually लोग कहते हैं OS, or event free survival. So event free survival, it means if we are talking event free survival, so usually meaning is that death free survival. And recurrence is also event, but in the recurrence free survival usually we are not talking about event free, we call event recurrence free survival or event free survival time. So it means if we are talking about recurrence free survival, it means follow up to development of the recurrence or up to happening the recurrence. So we regard the follow up to the recurrence. So that is in this data we calculate a recurrence free survival time. And event free survival, usually death, are this type of things we cover. The outcome of trial is known as event. Example, death of patient or recurrence of the disease. So the death and recurrence, this is the most frequently this is actually our interest. Study period, time interval between study start and end is called study period. Like here, 1st January to 31st December. So here, so there is a 4 years is the study duration. So this is the study period. Follow-up time and survival time. It is very important point. Follow-up time, तो मतलब कोई भी follow-up करते हैं, all are the follow-up, but all follow-up is not survival time. All survival time is follow-up, but all follow-up is not a survival time. Example, see, first patient. This is the follow-up of this patient, and ultimately patient died. So this follow-up is called survival time of this patient also. This patient ultimately died, so this follow-up is also called survival time of this patient. But say another patient started here and here, loss of the follow-up, मतलब patient हो सकता है still survive. So it means this is the only follow-up, but this follow-up we can't say it is a survival time of this patient. This survival time may be anywhere. So it means this is the just a follow-up, not a survival time. This is the survival time because here death occurred. But see here, this patient entered here and up to end of the study, patient was still survived. So this patient, it is a follow-up only, not a survival time. Similarly, for this patient, this is the follow-up only, not a survival time. So survival time and follow-up difference is very clear. If patient experienced the event, then that follow-up is called survival time. But if patient did not experiences the event of interest, it means that follow-up is only follow-up, cannot say this is the only follow-up, not a survival time. Now censoring. Censoring is I told you all the patient without event of interest is called censored. So it means other than event, all the patient, those do not experience the event are commonly called censored cases. All are commonly called censored cases. So here type of censoring, left censoring and right censoring. So left censoring mean, see, suppose one patient came in the hospital, coming today in the hospital, and that patient diagnosed as a cancer patient on today 22nd Feb 2021. It means, but since because that patient was diagnosed as a cancer on today, but actually we don't know this patient when this patient developed the actually cancer. So we don't know. Matlab, it might be that patient developed cancer 1 year before, 2 years before, 1 month before, or 5 years before. Anything might be happen. But unfortunately, we are unable to find out such data when actually that patient developed the cancer. So it means आज के पहले, मतलब because that patient diagnosed today as a cancer patient, so it means on or before today, when patient develop the cancer, this data is unable to find out, because so that duration is called लेफ्ट सेंसरिंग. मतलब आज के पहले पिछला जो भी ड्यूरेशन होगा, दैट इज कॉल्ड लेफ्ट सेंसरिंग. Then another come is right censoring. Means patient come in the hospital after 6 months. Suppose patient start to come in the hospital. It means कि अब definitely hospital पुलिस तो भेजेगा नहीं उनको बुलाने के लिए. It means what will happen later, although we have included that patient in the study, but we are unable to find out the location or status of that patient. It might be possible patient stop to come in the hospital as well as change the mobile number. Then how we will trace he or she? So in that situation, this is called right censoring. It means once we lost the patient or study end, and after that we are unable to find out the information, about that subject. So that is called right censoring. मतलब आज के बाद आगे, if we are losing the connection with the patient, it means if we are losing today, it means after that in the next future, whatever we will lose the information, that is called right censoring. Up question is how to ignore the left censoring and right censoring, and that answer is that almost it is a right censoring we can reduce, like we can increase the study duration, as well as we can contact to the patient more and more. So by this way we can reduce the right censoring, but we can't eliminate completely, or we cannot eliminate or ignore the completely the right censoring. So left censoring or right censoring, this is the part of the study, and it cannot be eliminated from the study. Okay, so this is the part of the study, but this is the only terminology. Now hazard ratio. So in the regression analysis we calculate odds ratio. Here in the survival analysis we will calculate hazard ratio. So hazard ratio and odds ratio, that is they are using almost similar purpose, but if our odds ratio is calculated proportional to the follow-up, so that is called hazard ratio. So hazard ratio is also very close to relative risk calculation that we are doing also. So hazard ratio, it means one group. Suppose in one group, rate of death. Hazard is usually used for bad term. Bad term. It means in the one group, what is the rate of the hazard or death? Another group, what is the rate of the death or hazard? Then group 1 by divided by group 2, whatever we are getting, that is called hazard ratio. It means this is the ratio of two rates in the survival analysis data. So it means the rate of the death in one group is twice, then the rate of death is in the second group is if hazard ratio is, suppose if hazard ratio is 2. Agar suppose hazard ratio is 3, it means rate of death is one group is thrice as compared to another group. So hazard ratio is showing how many times, hazard ratio is showing times, how many times is more or less chances in one group as compared to another group. Another important point is sample size. Also, we know that for each and every statistical method, there is a sample size estimation formula. It means if we are going to conduct the survival analysis study, so we need to calculate the sample size. So it means there is no such prediction for the survival analysis, how many numbers we need to include in the study. That is depend upon your study objective and the inputs available from the previous study or pilot study. But one thing is a very common rule, that in the survival analysis, we should take at least 30 sample size. So because according to rule, correlation, regression, survival analysis, ROC curve, for an ideal situation, we should use these method when our sample size is at least 30. तो अगर हमारी sample size minimum 30 है, ideally then we have to use these methods for the statistical analysis. At sample size, hardly any result meets significant. And see, another point is that I also demonstrated you during the practical class, when we increase the sample size, significant level is also increasing. So another disadvantage with smaller sample size is that if our sample size is small, hardly we meet a significant result in our study. So always try to take larger sample size as possible, and that should be within your limit also, like the manpower and feasibility, etc. Now we have methods of the survival analysis. So we know these are the three methods. Today I have to discuss only one method, that is the live table or actuarial method. So live table, Kaplan and Cox proportional, these are three methods. So in the first slide, we have to just brief these three methods. See here. When we are using live table analysis, so for live table analysis is used for which objective? Probability of survival. I have discussed the application of these three methods by a example that I have given in the previous thyroid cancer and the thyroid cancer patient. So based on a example, I have defined these three methods. So see here, probability of survival of thyroid cancer patient for next each 3 month or 6 month or 12 month or 9 month, 8 month, any duration we can decide. Then probability of survival of thyroid cancer patient for each. Matlab, suppose we have 4 years duration. Our interested is 4 years study duration. Our interest to find out the thyroid cancer patient for every 6 months. तो पहले 6 month का हम we have to calculate survival probability, then next 6 month, then next 6 month, next six months. By this way, we can calculate the survival probability of the patient for every six month interval. So by this way, it means for every 6 months, we will able to say that in this interval, this is the survival probability of the patient, and if this interval over, in the next interval, what will be survival probability of the patient, that we have to cover. So this is the live table analysis. Here we covered this type of objective. Now see, Kaplan-Meier analysis. It is a live table analysis. It is a one disadvantage live table analysis. Here we cannot compute p-value. तो लाइव टेबल का मतलब हम पी वैल्यू नहीं कैलकुलेट कर सकते. इट मींस इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल टू टेस्ट द हाइपोथेसिस एंड कैलकुलेट द पी वैल्यू इन द live table analysis. But when we are using Kaplan-Meier method, these things can be do. So in the Kaplan-Meier method, compared to check whether probability of survival of thyroid cancer patient between two groups like diabetic and non-diabetic. So we have two types of the patient, some are diabetic, some are non-diabetic. Our objective to compare the survival probability of the patient of the diabetic and non-diabetic, and whether there is a significant difference in survival probability between diabetic and non-diabetic. If this type of objective we have to use Kaplan-Meier method. So it means Kaplan-Meier method, we can calculate the p-value also, that cannot do in the live table analysis. So live table में for a fixed interval we calculate survival probability, but in Kaplan-Meier method we cannot decide the interval. Software automatically decide the interval, and suppose first death happened today and next death is 3 days, so it means 3 days duration. Another death happened after 4 months, it means 4 months matlab 120 days, so it means 120 days will be next duration. So here duration is decided by the, that is depend on next event in the Kaplan-Meier method, and in the live table we have to decide the duration. अब see, live table and Kaplan. Live table तो simply a method है. Kaplan-Meier method is univariate analysis. Both method nature is univariate analysis. So Kaplan-Meier method, अब suppose a diabetic person have more chances of death as compared to non-diabetic person, but it might be possible diabetic person are dying because of the higher age. Non-diabetic are more surviving because they have lower age group. So it means age is working here as confounding factor. And Kaplan-Meier method, because it is a univariate analysis, and in one time we can use only one independent variable, so age impact on the survival probability could not assess in the Kaplan-Meier method. But in Cox proportional hazard analysis, this is the multivariate analysis. So Cox proportional, in the Cox proportional, univariate and multivariate both can be performed like binary logistic regression. So here, if we are using Cox proportional hazard model, then we are able to identify the predictors of the, and even we can adjust the age of the patient to find out the predictors of the survival time. Okay, so these are the three methods. Now quickly I have to go to live table analysis application. Live table analysis applications. I have given an example. See here, in a longitudinal study, it was decided to, longitudinal matlab follow up study, it was decided to study the survival time for a group of localized kidney cancer patient. The study period was decided between January 2011 to December 2016, matlab 6 year was study duration. As per survival analysis policy, subject could enter or leave the study any time throughout the study period. Survival analysis, we don't confuse कि all patient will enter in the day 1. मतलब any patient can entry in the study in any time throughout the study period. तो इसका मतलब कोई पेशेंट कभी भी आ सकता है. Death of the patient was our event of interest. In this example, patient death is our event of interest. Total 126 patients were studied. मतलब during the 6-year study duration, 126 patients were included in the study. In the year 2011, 9 patients entered in the study. Similarly, in the 2012, 18 patients entered in the study. 1321 patient, 1434 patient, 1519 patient, and 2016 25 patient entered in the study. Of this methods we can discuss in the detail of the life table analysis of the patient are given as follow. Now see here the life table, because this method was it is basically this method is scientist was actuarial, so why it is also called actuarial method. So follow up of localized kidney cancer patient 2011 to 16. So here 6 year of C 2011 study duration was 11 to 16. So it means 2011 जो भी पेशेंट स्टडी में इन्वॉल्व होंगे या इंक्लूड होंगे, दे विल हैव टू स्टे इन द स्टडी अप टू 2016. मतलब ऐसे पेशेंट those were included in our study in 2011 and study period is up to 2016. It means 11 to 16. मतलब 6 years they have opportunity to follow up during in the study. But those are coming 2012. Definitely they have only 5 years. 13 में आ रहे हैं तो 4 years. 14 में आ रहे हैं तो 3 years. 15 में आ रहे हैं तो they have only 2 years. And 16 में आ रहे हैं तो it means maximum they have 1 year follow up. These patient maximum follow up is possible for 1 year only. Of these now see here. Up see here, this is a 2011 cohort. I told in 2011 9 patient entered. इसका मतलब 2011 में जो भी एंट्री करेंगे they will consider it first year. This is the 2011, 12, 13, 14, 15 and 16. So 2011 9 patient entered. 4 died during the study period. 1 loss of follow. इसका मतलब अगली साल में कितने ट्रांसफर होंगे नेक्स्ट ईयर? 9 minus 5, that is the 4. And this 4 was up to 2016 and ultimately study and all were 4 were survived. It means here censored cases are here death. This is the event. Event is death was our event of interest. इसका मतलब 9 में से 4 की डेथ हुई है अभी तक, देख लीजिए यहाँ पे. तो 4 डेथ, इट मींस 4 इज इवेंट, 1 and 5, 4, 5 is our censored. So it means death और censored मिला के total number of patient entered. So here 4 is event, 1 and 4 मिला के censored. Now come on the 2012. 2012 इसका मतलब 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. तो there is a maximum 5 years. इसका मतलब जो भी 2012 में आएंगे they will be considered first year. अब ये कंफ्यूज मत हो कि these will be considered second year. यही आपका कंफ्यूजन होगा. Those will include in the study in 2012. तो 2012 will be their first year, not second year. Okay, so here 18 patients entered, 7 died, and then 18 minus 7, 11. Then next year 11 में से 1 died, remaining 10. 10 में से 2 died, 2 loss of follow up, remaining 6, and ultimately study and time पे all 6 were survived. Up see here. Here 7, 1, 8 to 10. 10 are the event. 2 and plus 6 is the censored. So here 10 is our event, 8 is our censored. 10 plus 8 equal to 18. Now 2013, 13, 14, 15, 16. तो इसका मतलब यहाँ पे 21 पेशेंट ओवरऑल एंट्री किए. लाइक दिस, तो 12 is the event, 9 is the censored. Here 2014, 15, 16. So 34 entered. 12 plus 3, 5 is 16 are event, 18 are censored. Here 2015, 16. So 19 entered. Here 6 death and 11 or 2, 13 event. Sorry, censored. So 6 is event, 13 is censored, equal to 19. And here it is a 2016. So 25 entered, 8 died, 15 plus 2, 17 is censored. अब यहाँ पे important point is that this is the first year. 2016, this is the first year for this cohort. For 2015, it is the first year and this is the second year. For 2014, this is the first year, second year and third year. अब now if we can combine all the first year, तो हमारे पास first year कितने होंगे? There will be 6 first year. There will be 6 first year, क्योंकि first year तो सब में है. तो हम सारे first year का अगर हम combined कर ले 0 to 1, तो how many patient will be here? First year is first patient. See, first year 9 patient entered, then 18, 9, 18, 27. Then 21, that is the 48, then 48, then 34, 52 and 82. 82. Now 19 equal to 82 plus 19 equal to 101. Then 25, 126. So this is the 126. Okay. So first year 126 patient entered in the study. Similarly, death we can calculate here 4 death. Here first year 4 death, first year 7 death, 7 plus 4 11, 11 11 22, 12 22 12, 34 5 39 and 8 47. So there is a 47 death during. So here see 126 patient entered in the study, 4 patient loss of the follow, 15 alive of the study. मतलब study end हो गई but they were alive. So it means censored cases are 4 plus 15, 19. So 19 was censored cases and 126 entered. अगर हम कोई भी पेशेंट जब स्टडी में इंटर करता है तो when patient died during the study period, हमें ये पता है कि इस 1 साल के अंदर में पेशेंट की डेथ हुई है. But we are unable to know patient whether died in the first month या second month, third month या last month. तो ये एज्यूम किया गया कि अगर हम मीडियन के टाइम पे हम देखते हैं 50 मीडियन टाइम मतलब 50% पेशेंट if we are assuming died at the on or before of the median time, 50% died on or after the median time. तो हम 19 पेशेंट एक्चुअली यहाँ पे सेंसर्ड है. तो सेंसर्ड हम मान लेते हैं ड्यूरिंग द 1 ईयर मतलब 6 मंथ तक 19/2 इक्वल टू 9.5. तो इसका मतलब 9.5 पेशेंट तो 6 मंथ या उसके पहले सेंसर्ड हुए, 9.5 पेशेंट 6 month or later censored हुए. तो because 15 plus 4 equal to 19/2 मतलब मीडियन टाइम पे हाफ कर दिया इसे. तो it means 9.5 19/2 9.5. तो 126 minus 9.5 equal to 116.5. तो this is the, it means कि first year actually in the middle time 116.5 patients were available for death and out of them 47 died. It means 47 by this equal to 0.40. So for this particular interval survival probability was 40%. So it probability of death was 40%. It means probability of survival 1 minus 0.40 is 0.60. So this 0.60 is survival probability. So this is also cumulative survival probability. Now see, next year here 19 patients censored, 47 died. तो इसका मतलब 1947 मिला के कितना हुआ 66. तो इसका मतलब 126 minus 66 equal to 60. अब 60 में हियर 11 plus 6 17 सेंसर्ड, तो 17 by 2 करते हैं तो 8.5. 60 minus 8.5 is 51.5. 5 died. 5 by 51.5 equal to 0.10. So and 1 minus 0.10 is 0.90 is survival probability. Because it is a dependent event, because same patient are carrying on the next interval also. So why cumulative survival probability of this will be calculated by this multiply by this survival probability multiply by previous survival probability equal to 0.4. Similarly, this multiply this multiply this multiply by this. So it means by this way we can calculate the survival probability. So this is the follow-up duration, and in that particular duration, this is the survival probability of the patient. Survival probability of the patient. So although there is a 4-5 slide is still left, I think that is the I had already explained very well in the next slide, and just reading the slide you will be able to understand. So this is the when we draw the survival plot. So in the survival plot, this will be follow and corresponding survival probability will be shown. So next example, see next example I have presented a data, and see in the data this is the 56 patient. Each patient follow up and event of interest death or censored are given. When we use the SPSS, so this is the exact SPSS output. This is the SPSS output, and in this table, how we have calculated these things 51.5, how we calculated, that is given here. How to calculate this? Number exposed to risks, number of terminal events, proportional of terminating event, failing proportional of the survival, cumulative proportion of the survival. So all the things, just reading you will able to understand how to calculate. And this, and ultimately see this is the different interval. Is in this example I have taken 25 month interval. So here for every initially patient entered in the study, survival probability definitely 100%. Patient is coming in the emergency, so only we are taking a live patient. So it means this is the, it means initially all patient survival probability was 100%, and later at the end of the 25 month, survival probability is 0.79, 50 month this, 75 month this, 40 month this, and this. So here for every 25 month duration, survival probability is given. And see, this is the survival curve. This is also called survival curve, that is plotted between, that is the plotted between the follow-up month and cumulative probability of survival. So any question here?